After the win by the Signal HD Spikers in our first game this afternoon, it's now time to witness the Akari Chargers go up against the Petro Gazz Angels. Both teams are trying to keep their semi-final hopes alive here in the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. And then later on after this match, we will be watching the Cherry Tigo crossovers go up against the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers at 6 p.m. Thank you for watching us live on One Sports Plus and through the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. My name is Miguel de Guzman. Later on in the broadcast, we will be joined by Kyla Castillo. And then now, I would like to introduce to you Mela Tunay, the one and only.
Back-to-back games today, but no one's complaining dahil sabi mo nga mas exciting na yung mga games natin, especially we're nearing the end of the elimination rounds, and this is definitely a much important win for both these teams kasi for Petro Gazz Angels and the Akari Chargers, who share a triple tie with the PLDT high-speed hitters. You can see it in the standings na napaka-importante ng kada match nila, and essentially this game is actually a knockout game for both Petro Gazz and Akari. A lot of things at stake, kaya naman I'm sure mas mataas din yung level ng ilalaro nila today.
Mas mahirap nga ang magiging daan tungo sa semifinals itong dalawang teams na maglalaro ngayon. But first, let's talk about the Akari Chargers, who through the most coveted middle blocker from the UAAP, Fifi Sharma, will try to get a win for her team.
Well, Fifi Sharma, alam naman natin, she made waves after announcing that she's not playing for LaSalle anymore and she'll be turning pro with Akari Chargers, and we saw a new era of Akari, or at least they're still in the works. No? They're still in the process of developing the new and improved Akari Chargers, of course, with Fifi Sharma in their helm, scoring 12 points against the Galleries Tower in their last game, I believe in Cagayan, na dalawa sila ni Faith Nesperos, tallied 12 points apiece. Pero more than anything, since the beginning of Akari's journey, we saw na loaded sila ng mga wingers eh. And laging sinasabi yan ng mga volleyball fans who are really supportive of Akari na kailangan lang nila ng very potent middle blocker, and that's when Fifi Sharma really joined the team and made a lot of impact for their team. Kaya naman ngayon, they even challenge the top teams in the league, pero yung kulang na lang is yung makakuha sila ng panalo. But now, sharing a triple tie also with Petro Gazz in this game, let's see if masurpass nila yung mga ganong expectations.
Over onto the side of the Angels, Petro Gazz will rely on their veteran playmaker in Janelle Cheng, who's looking to lead this Petro Gazz offense.
Well, Janelle Cheng is not new to us PVL fans. I mean, right now, she's currently ranked 7th in setting, but it did not seem that way after their last four-set win over the Farmfresh Foxies, because apat sa kanyang mga attackers ang nagtali ng double digits, and even her, she managed to score 3 points and 22 excellent sets in that parang they put a stop to their losing streak after that game, and naging maganda nga yung performances ng bawat isa because itong si Janelle Cheng really maximized the potential of everyone. Imagine itong si Jonas Sabete even scoring 21 points, and just to correct myself earlier, 5 pala ang double digits. So basically lahat ng kanyang spikers nag-shine during that win over the Farmfresh Foxies.
This will be a very interesting match-up. You know, Janelle Cheng, of course, loaded ng mga veterano itong Petro Gazz Angels. Meanwhile, the Akari Chargers bannering a team filled with rookies na naman contributors kagad sa mga team sila na naglalaro ngayon. And speaking of rookies and veterans, one matchup that we have to look out for in this game is the matchup of Faith Nesperos and Jonas Sabete.
Well, this is a classic story for rookie versus veteran, as we see Faith Nesperos 12 points and 9 excellent digs and being named as POG on their game against the Galleries. But Jonas Sabete also winning POG honors against their last game over the Farmfresh Foxies with 21 points and 10 digs. So definitely both all-around players. Alam naman natin na they really scatter on the stats when it comes to offense and defense. But I guess it's really a matter of how well they play today, because both these players are the best support to their team's respective top scorers. Of course, for Akari, it's Dindin Santiago Manabat, and for the Petro Gazz Angels, it's Gretzel Soltone. So si Faith at si Jonah, sila yung nagiging support, and napaka-crucial ng role nila dahil you know, the attention of the blockers dun sa kanilang go-to players na main scorers na divert because of their performances as well.
There we go. And that will be our premier spotlight for this match. Ngayon, we talked about the standings, we talked about the statistics. Now it's time to introduce someone to the panel who will give us an in-depth information about both of these teams. Mga inside information, mga kwento na inaantay ng lahat ng fans. Now, Kyla Castillo, welcome to the broadcast. What do you have for us today?
All right, thanks, Miguel. Now, with a similar standing of 5-4, the Akari Chargers and Petro Gazz Angels now find themselves in a do-or-die match. Who will survive and which veteran will rise to the top? Well, unahin nating pag-usapan ang isa sa vets ng Petro Gazz Angels. Walang iba kundi sinang Aiza Maizo Puntillas, who has 3 things that she wants to see from her teammates, and those are composure, consistency, and communication. Yung classics na, no? You know what, Migs and Mela, nang Aiza actually changed something in her usual pre-game ritual. And alam niyo ba kung ano ito? Well, hindi raw siya uminom ng kape ngayon na lagi niya raw ginagawa. Iniwasan niya muna ang kanyang barista drink for today dahil napansin niya raw na so far in this conference, lagi siyang kinakabahan daw kapag meron siyang barista drink. So, she's trying to change a little something today, and titingnan natin kung may magiging changes ba sa kanyang mga moves today. Now, on the other side naman sa Akari Chargers, I was able to talk to Dindin Santiago Manabat na very simple lang ang gustong makita from her teammates, and that is for their teamwork to work. Sabi niya ngayon, regarding what's at stake, mahihirapan kami, kaya kailangan namin lalong paghirapan, diba? So, in a league like PVL with so many stars, we have to give all of our flowers to all of our players, and who better to show some love than their opponents. In this feature, we have Fifi Sharma talking about Rem Palma. How good is Rem? Let's take it from Fifi.
Hi, my name is Fifi Sharma, and take it from me, Rem Palma is premier. I think Ate Rem Palma's best skill for me is blocking. Yeah, every time I just watch her games, I admire how she does such a great job in fulfilling her role as a middle blocker. For me, my favorite part about her blocking is her reaction afterwards, because you know, she really embodies that block. Like, she owns the block. You can see it in her face, the way she celebrates. So yeah, that's one thing I admire about her. We all know Ate Rem is a very swaggy player. She's very flamboyant also inside of the court, and you can really see na how it boosts her teammates' morale when they see her enjoying and being her energetic self inside of the court. Of course, when you do that, it's evident that you have confidence. You're very confident in your skills, yourself, and how your team performs. So I think for me, that's one thing I want to apply to how I'm playing right now, because, you know, your teammates seeing you being very confident also gives them a confidence boost. Hi, Ate Rem. I'm so excited to go up against you. Please angasan mo ako because I really, really like that. Para, you know, maglaban tayo. I'm so excited. See you sa net, Ate Rem.
Mixon Mala, did you see that face from Fifi? Well, it's gonna be a swag show from Fifi Sharma and Rem Palma. So that, once again, that's Take It From Me. So, I'm sure everyone wants to see that swag show, angasan, and of course, lalong-lalo na ating fans. And we love engaging with our lively fans here in the PVL. Kaya naman, maaari niyo pong sagutan ang aming poll sa ibaba ng aming stream dahil meron kaming katanungan para sa inyo ngayong araw, and that is whose leadership will make the biggest impact today. So, ang inyong choices po for today ay Mitch Cobb, Dindin Santiago Manabat, Chi Saet, or Gretchel Soltones. So, meron kayong 4 choices, no? A, B, C, or D. At maaari niyo yung sagutin sa ating social media platforms, and of course, once again, sa ating Pilipinas Live app poll. So, ayan. Back to you, Mix and Mela. Meron kayong 4 choices, and who is your pick?
May pa-quiz pala. Siguro ako, the biggest challenge is kay Dindin. Kasi sa Petro Gazz, madami ng veterans. So leadership isn't really, you know, an issue there. But for Dindin to be the most veteran player, the oldest player, challenge sa kanya kung paano niya madadala into a win ang kanyang mga teammates ngayon against Petro Gazz.
For me naman, Kyle, I think it will be Gretchel Soltones. You know, she's one of their top scorers in the league, but she's also in top 10 of both receiving and taking here in the conference. Kaya naman, it will be exciting to watch both of these teams. The rookies are ready, the veterans are ready, and when we come back, it will be the Akari Chargers versus the Petro Gazz Angels. You're watching the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball.
this match. First referee, Mr. Mark Anthony Santos. Second referee, Ms. Joy De Imus. Calling on the starters first for your Akari Chargers. Wearing jersey number 8, Jaja Maragino. At number 10, Ezra Madrigal. Wearing jersey number 11, Erica Raagas. Number 14, Fifi Sharma. At 16, Dindin Manabat. Jersey number 17, Faith Nisperos. Starting libero is number 1, Bam Pineda. Head coach is Mr. George De Brito. Now, let's meet your starting lineup for the Petro Gazz Angels. Calling on jersey number 2, Janelle Cheng. At number 5, Gretchen Santones. Wearing jersey number 8, Aiza Pontilias. At number 11, Marian Buitre. Wearing jersey number 12, Kayseline Galdones. Number 20, Jonah Sabete. Starting libero is number 22, Bilal Barbon. Head coach is Mr. Timmy Santo Tomas. This game is under the regulation and supervision of the Games and Amusement Board. Good luck to both teams.
So here are your starters for today. But before that, we want to invite you to start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Akari Chargers will start off with Nisperos, Sharma, Manabat, Madrigal, and then their starting libero will be on the court is Hazareno. Over onto the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, Sabete, Buitre, Galdones, Pontillas, Cheng, Soltones, and Barbon will start as the libero for the Petro Gazz Angels. Good afternoon, everyone. Miguel de Guzman together with Mela Tunay and Kyla Castillo. Set number 1 is about to start. Jaja Maraginot at the service line for the Akari Chargers. Jaja with the serve, targeting Barbon. Sabete will send this one over. Manabat to Cheng. Pontillas, she is checked at the net.
Akari Chargers, number 1 in that department. And reading the veteran Aiza Maizo Pontillas early on for that first point.
Jaja Maraginot now serving for Akari. 1-0 to start this game, targeting Sabete. Cheng back set to Pontillas, drop shot. Pineda was there. Manabat will send this one over. Cheng to Galdones.
That was a great intention by Casey Galdones. Good setup as well from Janelle Cheng. Just a bit of inch na nag-outside yung atake na yon, but definitely a lot of potential from that attack.
2-0 now in favor of the Chargers. Jaja Maraginot still at the service line. This time that sails outside for the setter of the Chargers.
Jaja Maraginot looks like she was going to target Jonah Sabete because that's a common strategy for servers not to target one of the main attackers to exhaust them from the transition, dumipensa or receive at aatake.
Casey Galdones now serving for Petro Gazz. Raagas, Maraginot to Madrigal, but Cheng was there. Galdones to Sabete. What a save by Hazareno. This will be a free ball for Petro Gazz. Cheng will go to Maizo Pontillas, who gets the point for Petro Gazz.
Maizo Pontillas showing up early for the Petro Gazz Angels. She got blocked early on, but right now adjusting and finding that gap between the blockers. Two very tall blockers in Manabat and itong si Madrigal.
Galdones serving for Petro Gazz, targeting Hazareno. Manabat to the other side. Soltones to Pontillas again. Checked at the net. Cheng, Sabete. And that sails outside in favor of the Chargers.
Doon na sa bete. Ang ganda sana na naging hang time niya doon, but not enough spin to have that ball land on the line.
Erika Raagas now serving for Akari. Score is 3-2. Back set to Pontillas. Overcooks it. And that's a point for the Chargers. So Coach Timmy.
Tignan mo gano'n ka-sure si Nang Aiza doon. And kahit in-award na ng referee yung puntos, she was very confident that there was a block touch. Then Coach Timmy called for a challenge. Right now, they're making use of this time to go on a huddle. So far, as we are starting this first set, comparing the two teams, medyo mas nagkakaroon ng struggle in terms of attacking itong Petro Gazz Angels.
Yung ina-approach mo pang sakto, pang chance ball na receive na nasa gitna.
Look at the footage on your screen. And there is indeed a block touch. May layan yung dala ng years of experience. Lipat pa lang ng bola. Confident na kagad si Nang na may check.
Nang Aiza, papasa rin itong referee at line judge all-in-one. Pero she's gonna throw that serve away, giving a free point to the Akari Chargers. They're up by 1 point.
Now serving will be Madrigal for Akari.
Very tall lineup for the Akari front line.
Buitre tries to find the hole, but this will be a free ball. Raagas sends it over. Cheng will set it up to Buitre again. Off the hands of Nisperos. And that ties the game up at 4.
Si Marian Buitre stepping up, as we've heard Yus Adranya Musa suffered from an injury, and this is the time for her to really show up in the elevator middle game. And that time around, she took advantage na walang libero sa core, targeting Madrigal for that running hit.
Jonas Abete now up to serve for Petro Gazz. Good serve. Maraginot, one-hand set to Nisperos. Barbon able to keep the ball alive. Pushes it to the other side. Maraginot, back set to Manabat.
Great reflexes by the Petro Gazz Angels. Woo!
But Nisperos was too much to handle on that play, giving Akari the point.
I mean, let's take a look at that again. I thought Manabat's hit was really explosive, but Faith Nisperos really stepping up and hitting it more powerful the second time around for Akari.
Manabat with the serve. Cheng to Soltones. Off the hands of the blockers, Raagas unable to get that ball. And now the game is tied again. Now let's turn over this first to Kyla for a report on the Petro Gazz Angels. Kyla?
Calm, composed, and collected. These are the go-to adjectives to describe Janelle Cheng. Kaya naman, inalam ko kung paano niya ito nagagawa. And to my surprise, sinabi niya na kinakabahan raw talaga siya. But all it takes is finding your anchor. At ano ba tong anchor na tinutukol niya? Well, ito raw ang kanyang seniors. At isa na dito, si MJ Phillips, na malayo man daw ay araw-araw niya pa rin nakakausap. As a matter of fact, kanina nga raw daw umaga, magkatsikahan lang sila dahil nakaka-relate ang bawat isa dahil si MJ daw ay similar ang situation sa kanyang team abroad. Ngayon, ang pinanghahawakan na lang nila ay ang kanilang motivation na binibigay sa isa't isa. New streaming experiences await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos. Now back to you, Miguel and Mela.
Thank you for that report, Kyla. That's an ace for Marian Buitre.
Anything that Petro Gazz needs right now, it's extra motivation. Kaya nakakatuwa pakinggan yung report niya ni Kyla. Dahil at some point in this tournament, walang talo yung Petro Gazz. Everyone's expecting a very good matchup between them and defending champs, Team 9 Coal Smashers. But it was another team who gave them their first loss. At nagsunod-sunod na from there.
Petro Gazz Angels starting on the conference off with 4 straight wins. Unfortunately, 4 straight losses after that before winning their previous match, as you see here. Jaja Maraginot crossing to the other side, hitting the net as she tried to adjust for that set. Now it's a 4-0 run by Petro Gazz. This will be a free ball for the Angels. Cheng to Galdones. This sails to the other side, adjusts. Pontillas to Soltones, check by Maraginot. Sabete from the back row, but that goes straight to the net.
Echoing our sentiments earlier na nagsastruggle sa atake itong Petro Gazz because, you know, even Soltones have been marked by the double blockers of the Akari Chargers. And the blockings of Akari really in full display today. Kaya naman very intimidated yung dating ng mga attackers itong Petro Gazz. Let's see if they make up for that.
Soltones able to score off the hands of the Akari Chargers. This will be a very interesting matchup, Mela, because as you mentioned earlier, Akari, napakatangkad nila. Fifi, Sharma, Faith Nisperos, Dindin. But on the other hand, you have Maizo Pontillas, Gretchel Soltones, and Sabete, who are known to outsmart their blockers or find ways to outsmart their blockers.
Well, they need to use that advantage, that known advantage in this game. But it was actually good na itong si Soltones really maximized that Maraginot was her blocker from that last spike. They need to capitalize on this rotation dahil we see Erika Agas and Maraginot in the front row. Yung mga towers nitong Akari ay nasa backline at the moment.
And Cheng going to Galdones on that play.
That's exactly what Janelle Cheng executes. Utilizing Caitlin Galdones. Look at that. Nilagpas niya doon kay Madrigal and clearly Maraginot not joining the blockings against Casey Galdones.
Good serve from Soltones, Maraginot to Raagas. Madrigal sends this one to the Petro Gazz side. Sabete will spike, but Maraginot able to block her at the net. Pontillas pushes it. And they call it outside. Coach Timmy not going to challenge that one.
Nang Aiza trying to adjust to that set. It was actually set up by Gretzel Soltones na galing sa zone 6. So medyo tough angle for her to set up very tight to the net. It's gonna be an error for Aiza Maizo Pontillas.
Good serve. Cheng will set this one up to Sabete. Challenging Madrigal and Manabat, getting the point for Petro Gazz.
You did mention how smart the hitters of Petro Gazz Angels are, and that's exactly what Jonas Sabete shows us from that last spike, really knowing how to use the hands of the blockers, regardless of how tall they are. Patamain niya sa dulo ng fingertips to get her points.
Maraginot, combination to Raagas.
Raagas from the middle. Rinig na rinig natin yung buwelo ni Raagas for that spike. Definitely a power hitter, Erika Raagas.
It's now 11-9. Akari with the serve. Raagas targeting Puntillas. Cheng to Buitre. To Buitre again. Ball is still alive. Pineda to Nisperos off the hands of the blockers. Barbon will set this one up to Puntillas and she will score.
Just imagine the amount of talent that this legend has under her belt. Two tall blockers, but managing to get that point off from that super deep cross-court hit.
3 points now for Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Unfortunately, that goes straight to the net, giving Akari a free point.
And imagine yung mga blockers ni Aiza Pontillas. It's Madrigal, the top blocker of the conference as of the moment, and Nisperos, who ranks number 10 in that department.
The Akari Chargers, the best blocking team so far here in the Premier Volleyball League. Let's see if Janelle Cheng can work her magic against this potent defense. This will be a free ball for the Petro Gazz Angels. Cheng to the running Buitre.
That has been a constant play for Buitre Janelle Cheng, every time that Madrigal serves, talagang take advantage nila, and that is going to bring them to the technical timeout, 13-10.
Get access to the second All-Filipino conference of the Premier Volleyball League live and in high definition on One Sports Plus. Plus more premium channels for the whole family when you switch to Signal Postpaid. Subscribe to Plan 520 and enjoy 3 free months with no cash out. Call 88555 or visit your nearest Signal dealer. After the first technical timeout, Petro Gazz leads Akari 13-10. Maizo Pontillas leading the way with 3 points together with Soltones and Buitre for the Petro Gazz Angels. Over onto the other side, the Akari Chargers. It's been balanced scoring as Madrigal, Raagas, and Nesperos are all on the board for the Chargers.
The Petro Gazz Angels slowly picking up their spiking game and producing more points in that department.
PV Sharma, as you see on your screen, she was our featured player today.
So far, still very quiet for Akari. We haven't seen points from her or even sets so far. Parang hinihintay si Remy Palme. May paghamon kanina dun sa ating feature. Definitely a very good matchup if in case Remy Palma gets ejected in the game.
Sharma, but Bourbon was there. This will be a free ball for Akari. Hazareno, Maraginot to Sharma again. Soltones this time cross court, but Hazareno able to keep the ball alive. Raagas will send this to Petro Gazz side. Soltones off the hands of the blockers.
He did call it, Miguel. Napaka-tatalino ng mga hitters nitong Petro Gazz Angels. Just look at the height of her blockers, Dindin and Sharma, but still hitting it easily off the hands of the blockers.
Petro Gazz already with 11 attack points so far. Sabete now serving for the Angels.
Bretzel Soltones ranked number 7 in terms of scoring, Dindin at number 6.
Pontillas to Soltones, who has to push this to the other side. Free ball, Angels. Cheng to Soltones, single block, finds a hold. Hazareno keeps the ball alive. Cheng to Soltones. Another long rally here in the first set. Unfortunately, that ball finds the floor in favor of the Angels.
Points stacking up for Bretzel Soltones. I think she prefers it more kapag matatangkad yung blockers niya. And right now, Coach Jorge is going to call for a timeout as they try to regroup and keep up with the Petro Gazz Angels.
Hey, listen.
Attention when we touch here. If you see it's impossible, the guy sees the ball is here, you go catch the ball. After we discuss, go there and catch the ball, okay? Time to do the side out right now. The receiver is there. The receiver is there. Okay. If the receiver see, stay. Alright, it's time that you can stay and then you do it. Okay? Let's go.
The best cheer dancing competition in the country is back. Catch the UAAP Season 86 Cheer Dance Competition on December 2 at 2 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. Watch it live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity channel, and of course, the Pilipinas Live app. Jonas Abete is back at the service line for the Petro Gazz Angels. They hold a 5-point lead over Akari. Targeting Raagas, and this will be a service ace for Sabete.
Jonas Sabete, just like in their last game, really doing everything for the but this time a double sub, injecting in Cobb and Soyud into the court.
Team captain, Mitch Hall.
They really need to make a run here as they're down 6 points against Petro Gazz.
Mitch Cobb with a serve. Cheng to Soltones.
Combination play, Soltones.
Great combination play on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. We saw how gradually iniba nila yung tempo ng kanilang laro. Kanina, nung nagsisimula yung first set, nahihirapan pa sila, parang off time pa yung mga atake nila. And they have been blocked by the Akari Chargers. But this time, a lot of creative plays from Janelle Cheng. Ang ganda ng mga executions nila. But, you know, Marian Vitres gonna throw a free point to Akari.
It's now 18-12. Faith Nesperos will be serving for the Chargers. Let's see who she targets. Goes for Bourbon. Cheng, combination to Soltones. And that's the IQ that we were talking about. Triple block, but then Soltones able to find the hole as you see here on your replay. Over the hands of Sharma and Soyud, scoring for Petro Gazz.
These are the kind of adjustments that really have to commend Soltones and the rest of the Angels forward. And when you talk about adjustment, you see here Sharma also trying to figure out ways to stack up points on their side. Dahil kung yung blocking yung nagiging strength nila over Petro Gazz, ito namang Petro Gazz nagdo-double down on their defense. And they're able to counter through that.
Fifi Sharma now serving for Akari. Bourbon to Cheng. Back set to Soltones. Off the hands of Nesperos.
Honestly, think that ball was sailing out. Kulang sa spin eh. But itong si Nesperos, nakikita mo yung hesitation niya as we take a look at this replay. Parang ididig niya tapos hinatak niya yung kamay niya. But he's already there at the spot.
Good serve there from Gretzel. This will be a free ball for Petro Gazz. And Cheng will go to the... There we go. The veteran scores for Petro Gazz.
Very silent player as we know her. Nang Aisamaiso Pontilla scoring yet another point. Making it seem so easy to score these points. But it takes years of experience and mastery of her craft.
Petro Gazz slowly pulling away. They will have to send this one over to the side of the Chargers. Cobb, back set to Soyud off the hands of Galdones. Galdones able to get that block to give Petro Gazz Angels a comfortable lead here in the first set. They're now 3 points away from taking set number 1. Cobb, back set to Soyud. This time outsmarting the defense of Sabete at the net.
Eli Soyud making sure she tallies a point bago siya ibalik. Making that double substitution. Oh, but she's not gonna be called out of the game. It's only Dindin who went in. So now we're not sure who's gonna set the ball because there's no legit setter on the court.
Soyud serving, targeting Barbon. Cheng, back set to Puntillas, down the line. Good dig by Pineda. Unfortunately, Ezra unable to keep that ball up.
Not quite sure what Coach Jorge was trying to do from that. From that last sequence, there was no setter on the court, but we didn't even see him throw, you know, instructions na, oh, ikaw, libero, ikaw muna mag-set ha. Because Bang did not even, you know, go directly to get the second ball.
This is an interesting strategy that some of our coaches are implementing here in the PVL now. Probably because they want to maximize the height at the net, but at this stage of the match, it's crucial. Cheng to Sabete. Unfortunately, overcooks that one. Now, it's an 8-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels. Genesis with a serve. Cheng back set to Puntillas, but there's a net touch called on Petro.
Yeah, clear violation. Cheng touched the net.
To Sabete this time, but Manabat was there. Baby Love Barbon to Puntillas, Maraginot to Manabat. Cheng.
Ona Sabete getting through the top blocker of the league right now, Ezra Madrigal. Let's take a look at that again. Great elevation, full swing, and making it go through the middle of Ezra's hands.
Puntillas now serving. Maraginot to Nisperos. Now 2 points for Faith.
Faith Nisperos maximizing a single blocker up against her. Petro Gazz Angels now at set point, 24-17.
Cheng, Buitre. Ball is still alive, but this will be a free ball for Petro Gazz. Let's see if this will end the set. 1-2 play, but Maraginot was there. Nisperos is checked at the net. Cheng to Sabete, and that sails outside, but there's a check called by our second referee. Coach Jorge quick to call for a challenge.
The line judge actually called that ball out, but the first referee countered the call because he saw a block touch. Let's see if he saw it correctly with this challenge called by Coach Jorge. Both teams talking things over.
You set it to more space, then you can go straight. Or you ask for the ball. say where you're gonna set. Jinji,
Yes, go.
fade, then you go, everyone go.
Yes, ako din.
Okay?
Lalakas ako pati.
They had a chance because you're inside, they try to drop. You go and throw the ball high. Hey, guys, chance ball to throw to the other side now. Fake and do fast, okay? Different pattern to do. It's really far, guys. Go, go, go.
Now this is the replay of that challenge that Petro Gazz asked for. But there will still be a clarification here by our first referee. And our second referee, rather.
Well, the players and the coaches from Petro Gazz are still trying to clarify some things.
Sa mukha.
Wala eh. Wala naman tayo sa lahat.
Oo, ganun. Sige, sige. Yun lang talaga sa black.
Ano po ba yung sino po yung
Sa ibabaw lang talaga.
Our first referee awarding that point to Akari. Will extend the set.
But look at Petro Gazz really showing how every point is important to them. Kahit na malaki-laki rin yung lamang na to, they just need one more point to seal this first set. Let's see if they do that with the Sabete attack, and they do! Targeting the cross court. Again, it's been an effective strategy for them to target Madrigal whenever he's there at the back line, and no libero on the court for Akari.
After starting the set, close scoring match, Petro Gazz went on a run, eventually taking set number 1 over the Akari Chargers, 25-18. We will return.
Jump.
It's 25-18 in favor of Petro Gazz as they take set number 1 over the Akari Chargers. It was closely contested, but that run by the Angels proved to be critical in order for them to take the opening set. A new streaming experience also awaits via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Set 1 highlights on your screens. Mela, take us through what happened in that set.
Well, all throughout that first set, it was Petro Gazz who dominated the departments, or at least that's what we saw, no? Pero kung meron mga silent na scoring from the side of Akari, you're gonna see it from the set stats later on. But definitely, the discipline of the Petro Gazz Angels, just look at that, 20 attack points for the Angels compared to just 6 of the Akari Chargers. And it's very ironic because it's actually Akari who leads in that department. They are currently ranked number 6, while Petro Gazz is ranked 7th in attacking. And the block points, of course, Akari using their advantage. They are number 1 at that department, but Petro Gazz also managed to get some good touches and 1 kill block, and the aces also helped the Petro Gazz Angels to seal things off for them. Ito lang din yung nagpadikit sa Akari. Just look at the errors. Double-digit errors. Just in the first set alone, 10 errors, 10 free points to the Chargers. But unfortunately, the Chargers weren't able to capitalize on those free points. Hindi sila nakagawa ng enough point production on their side to stay close to the Petro Gazz Angels.
Credit to the playmaking of Janelle Cheng, who really kept the Akari Chargers guessing in terms of who they were going to defend at the net. Faith Espero, slow start so far, but of course, We cannot count her out in this game. Alam natin kung ano yung kaya niyang gawin sa opensa. Jonah Sabete, on the other hand, already with 4 points for Petro Gazz. She's behind Pontillas with 5 and Soltones with 8 for the Petro Gazz Angels. Janelle Cheng will open this set up, serving for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Janelle Cheng starting things off for Petro Gazz. We have to credit her for, you know, having 20 attack points in set number 1. That's not something that often happens. Usually, nasa 10 to 15 yung mga average attack points per set ng isang team. But well-balanced scoring for the Angels.
This is a long rally to start the second set. Nisperos will send this one over to the other side. Sabete, underhand set to Pontillas. Hazareno to Manabat. And that sails in favor of Akari.
That ball sailed out, but there was a block touch from the efforts of Galdones and Soltones. Let's take a look at that again. A great swing from Santiago Manaba, targeting the hands of Galdones.
Madrigal now serving for Akari.
Right now, this is the most potent front line for the Akari Chargers, which they should really maximize. Kasi sa Petro Gazz, kahit sinong umikot, very capable to produce a lot of points. Soltones, Pontillas, even Sabete.
Cheng will go to Galdones, who's checked at the net. Sabete from the back row. Maraginot to Manabat. Off the hands of Sabete to start off Akari with a 2-0 lead here in the second set.
Great adjustment from Dindin. Just a very big opening. Actually, sa down the line, ang laki na ng opening niya, but she did not use that angle. Talagang tinarget niya yung gitna ng kamay ng dalawang blockers.
Madrigal targeting Sabete. Soltones. Good dig there from the Chargers. Cheng, what a set. Unfortunately, Pontillas will just send this one over. Nisperos finds a way to score.
Nisperos, makikita mo, ang haba nung pinalo niya, but iba talaga yung puwersa. If you're watching live, you know what we're talking about as they now lead this set number 2 opening 3-0.
Madrigal still serving for Akari. Over reception, Regalo to Faith Nisperos. It's now a 4-0 start by the Chargers. But first, let's listen in to Kyla Castillo for this report.
Coming into the second set, Coach Jorge De Brito emphasized how the Akari Chargers must put more pressure on the side of the Angels, as he described them as the more mature team. And so to deal with that, he wants his relatively rookie-laden Akari team to be more consistent and, most importantly, have the will to win. Show it in the body language. He added that their level of consistency and commitment will determine their chances of winning this crucial game today. This report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via the PiliPinasLive.com and experience PVL games live anytime, anywhere in the world. Now back to the panel.
Magandang receive. Advantage naman tayo sa harapan eh. Tatlong spikers natin. Kailangan lang natin maka-receive ng maayos. Okay? Kayang gawa ni Ate Chenky ng paraan yan. Okay? Sige lang. So,
Petro Gazz Angels!
The first ever NBA in-season tournament is here. Watch all 30 teams battle it out for the NBA Cup from November 4 to December 9 only on the NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and the Pilipinas Live app. Hashtag NBA on Signal and hashtag always a fan. It's the season of giving for the Petro Gazz Angels. 2 regalos converted by Akari to put them up 5-0 here in the second set. Ezra Madrigal still at the service line for the Chargers. Let's see if they can build to this lead or if the Petro Gazz Angels can stop the bleeding for their team. There's a yellow card awarded to the Petro Gazz Angels for a delay of game. After that timeout, Madrigal now serving for the Chargers. Cheng, back set to Galdones. Maraginot to Sharma.
Look at that. 6-0 at the beginning of the second set. We did not see this kind of Akari back in the first set. So now very consistent showing from the Chargers. Great recovery from that set one meltdown.
Soltones off the hands of the blockers. Maraginot to Manabat. Off the hands of Soltones. Putting Akari up 7-0.
7-0. And we saw the very big disparity in attack points earlier in the set one stats. 20 spikes from Petro Gazz, and I think that challenged the 6 attack points of Akari in the first set. And right now, that's where they're doubling down on.
That sails outside. And that error stops a 7-0 Akari run. Mela, you mentioned in the first set, they only had 6 attack points. So far here in the second set, in our unofficial tally, 7 already. Mas marami na kagad silang attack points. Leading scorers for both teams, Nesperos with 5, Soltones with 8, Santiago Manabat.
Santiago Manabat. Kanina sa poll question, isa siya sa mga options kung sino yung talaga mag-embrace na leadership role in this matchup today. And siya yung naging sagot ko because this is the biggest challenge to her. We know, as a former MVP, multi-awarded player, talagang very capable itong si Dindin. But the challenge for her now is really rally her team. And her team is composed of superstars at their own right. Mga bata man, kanya-kanyang kanya-kanyang status din. Itong kanyang mga teammates, talking about Nesperos, Sharma. So, ang ganda ng pinapakita niya here in the second set, really leading by example.
For the Akari Chargers, Dindin Santiago Manabat is really a big presence on the court. He's number 6 in spiking in the league so far, number 7 in blocking, and a lot of points scored for Akari here in this match. 5 already for Dindin. Sabete off the hands of Maraginot. Maraginot to Faith. And that makes it 10-1 in favor of the Chargers.
Just like the trend in the first set, yung errors itong Petro Gazz, medyo marami-rami talaga, and they come in streak. So, very impressive yung kanilang reflexes, still managing to keep the balls alive kapag ka mga block touches or when the spikers of Akari hit it off the block, nabubuhay pa nila. But the errors sa execution, doon napupunta yung punto sa Akari.
Cheng 1-2 play, but good save by Pineda. Unfortunately, that ends up as a point for the Petro Gazz Angels. There will be a substitution on the floor. Tintiam Zon will enter the match, replacing Jonas Sabete for the Petro Gazz Angels. Casey Galdones up to serve for Petro Gazz. They are down 8 here in the second set. Targeting Nesperos, Maraginot, back set to Santiago Manabat. Another point for the veteran, Dindin Santiago Manabat, already with 6 points in the match so far.
A lot of points coming off from their top scorer, Dindin Santiago Manabat. 5 points in this set alone. Imagine just scoring 1 point in the first set in one rotation. Actually, kahit nasa back row siya, she's still a big threat to Petro Gazz.
Tiamzon goes cross court. This will be a free ball for Petro Gazz. Cheng to Tiamzon again, challenging Maraginot. No go again, and this time she succeeds, giving Petro Gazz the point, 11-3.
Then, sorry, that was Nicole Tiamzon making an instant impact after she replaced Jonah Sabete, and now we see more players coming in for Coach Timmy. Veterans Chisat and Zia Vasho hoping to make an impact because this is such a big lead put up by the Akari Chargers, 11-3. And now it is a full front lineup for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Chisaet serving for Petro Gazz. That's a good serve from the veteran. Nesperos from the back row. Saet to Hervasio. Maraginot will send this one over. And this time it's Buitre who overcooks that attack. But Coach Timmy asking for a challenge.
And the challenge on the call by Petro Gazz.
Mela, interesting to. Si Buitre sinasabi, wag i-challenge. Si Coach Timmy naman sinasabi, i-challenge niya yun.
Actually, yung sinasabi ni Buitre na check ay sa baba. So, may signal siya na coach sa baba kasi baka akala nung officials natin, you're challenging the ball.
Sa
Block
taas.
touch.
Kasi diba, kanina nakita nyo, lahat ng quick natin, sinasabayan, kaya daling-dali yung rings natin. Eh ngayon, wala eh. Lahat ng receive nyo, puro mabilis. Sakto nga, pero mabilis. Hindi nakaka-timing yung middle natin ng maayos. Nado-double-double tayo rito.
See here the footage on your screen.
There is no block touch.
No block touch.
Challenge is unsuccessful.
But we don't know if merong touch 18 din yun kanina. And if yes, she might have just, she got away with it. But still a lot of opportunities for Petro Gazz to keep up dahil dito pa lang tayo. Not even the half of the second set. So, ang ganda rin naging instructions ni Coach Timmy na wala yung depensa at receive nila from the first set. That's why they couldn't convert properly. Just like that, ang layo ng hinahabol ng mga setters.
Raagas. Cross court, ball is still alive. Maraginot goes to Madrigal. Good cover by Faith. Raagas again. And this time she is rejected by Buitre at the net.
Coach Timmy, a lot of players stepping up right now. From the bench, you see Zia Vasho getting a good block there against Erica Raagas. Ganda rin ang nagiging atake nitong ni Marian Buitre. We also saw a block touch from Nicole Tiamzon earlier.
Soltones with the hit, and this time it's Madrigal who shuts the door on Gretzel.
Madrigal, she's using her advantage. Number 1 in blockings, and that's how she takes Akari to the technical timeout, 13-4.
Jump.
It's 13-4 in favor of the Akari Chargers after the technical timeout here in the second set. Better showing for the Chargers. As you see on your screens, Jonas Sabete of the Petro Gazz Angels and Faith Nesperos of the Akari Chargers. Both players were featured as our premier spotlight here in the Premier Volleyball League. Sabete so far with 4 points, Nesperos with 5. And we're only in the second set here in the second All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League. Miguel de Guzman together with Mela Tunay and Kyla Castillo. Jaja Maraginot serving for the Chargers. And Soltones scoring for the Angels.
Patience of Gretzel Soltones. Naintaying pababa na yung blockers niya bago niya paluin yon. Very high contact. Talagang tinarget yung pataas dun sa kamay ni Manabat. Getting that point off the block. Nesperos unable to get to that check ball.
Marian Buitre with 5 points serving for Petro Gazz. Maraginot unable to get to this one, and that regalo is converted by Gretzel.
Gretzel Soltones showing up for the Petro Gazz Angels. She is the top scorer of their team. Very fitting to constantly stack up the points as they try to trail against Akari Chargers.
Gretzel is the first player in double digits, 10 points now for number 5.
Vincent Santiago Manabat trying to recover dahil na-check siya doon, but she realized, oh, outside na to. Yumuko, medyo lumiit siya doon. But great touches from senior Vasha as well.
Raagas now serving for Akari. Saet to her Vasha, who's checked at the net. The free ball for Akari. Maraginot. Underhand back set to Dindin Santiago Manabat, who gets the point for Akari.
Dindin just really came alive here in the second set. Imagine going to all angles already. And that was actually a well-placed down-the-line shot. Not the strongest, but really well-placed. Getting a point against Baby Love Barbon.
Soltones with the reception. Strong push towards the hands of Santiago Manabat to get the point for Petro Gazz.
Safe to say, kanina yung premier matchup natin during the pre-game was Faith and Jonah, but right now it's the top scorers of both teams. Talking about Manabat and Soltones have been exchanging points here. Imagine 8 points to 15 ng Akari, all coming from one person alone. Talking about Dindin Manabat.
Janelle Cheng is inserted back in the game together with Aisa Maizo Puntillas. As Ezra Madrigal scores for Akari.
It's actually Madrigal who's been scoring more over Fifi Sharma.
Madrigal now serving for Akari.
Serving for Akari Chargers.
Targeting Barbon. Cheng to Soltones. And for the second time, scores off the hands of the Akari Chargers.
Yes, sa Soltones, wala nang papatunayan sa atake yan. Kaya naman it doesn't matter whether she's gonna spike the ball or what. But this power tip, using the hands of the blockers with those tips, been working well for her the past couple of attempts.
8-16. Maraginot back set to Santiago Manabat, who has the hot hand, and she remains hot in this set. 17-8 in favor of Akari.
Very high in efficiency for Dindin Santiago Manabat. Mostly getting the points over the young libero in Barbon.
Mela Dindin has more points than Petro Gazz in this set.
And that's what she's capable of. That's no secret, actually.
Cheng to Tiamzon. Cross court.
Tiamzon, even back in her UP days, kilala talaga itong nalilikot yung kamay pagdadating sa atake. And one thing that's very tricky when you're going up against Nicole Tiamzon, kaya niyang paluin ng mabilis kapag late yung blockers at kaya niya magpa-delay with hang time kapag naman nauna yung blockers. So very smart player. We're very happy to see she's getting minutes here. Let's look at that. Sisilip muna. Nakita mo yun. Kay Janelle, check mo lang yung bola. Sumisilip na si Tiamzon kung saan niya dadalhin yung bola. And this deserves a second look. Single blocker. Targeting the down the line. And that was such a powerful hit by Nicole Tiamzon. Akari is forced to call for a timeout. Let's listen in.
Ako lang sir kasi nasa harapan yung
There. The ball is coming in front. Put there. Keep her closer to you. Close. Your option from the back. You're the first option for us. Okay? The guys in front. If you want to give an option for you, it'll be something like the short. Let's see the receiver is steady. If not, fade. You're in front there. Okay? Don't go long. Short or line.
The best cheer dancing competition in the country is back. Catch the UAAP Season 86 Cheer Dance Competition on December 2 at 2 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. Watch it live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and the Pilipinas Live app. Casey Galdones serving for Petro Gazz. They are down 10-17 against Akari. Maraginot will go to Sharma, who will push this to the other side. Cheng to Tiamzon. Scoring again for Petro Gazz. That makes it 3 for her in this set alone. 4 rather.
You did mention how Dindin was the hot hands for Akari, and now Soltones really having a great support, and Tiamzon who's emerging to have her hot hands also here in the second set.
Trouble for Akari. Sends this one over to the Petro side. Tiamzon again. Checked at the net. Cheng to Buidre this time. Nesperos outside.
Kate Nesperos struggling to get that ball across dahil saradong-sarado yung possession ni Contillas at ni Buitre. Definitely intimidating her as we see a double sub again for Coach Jorge. Soy is back in action as Cobb calls the shots. Team captain and now the setter on the floor for Akari. 4-0 run put up by Petro Gazz. Kanina ang laki ng abante na to. Ngayon, they cut it to just 5 points.
Soyud. And that's on the block of the Petro Gazz Angels. That stops the 4-0 run by the Petro Gazz Angels. Faith Nesperos now serving for the Akari Chargers. She has 5 points in the match so far. Borbon, Soltones, Puntillas will give Akari a free ball. Pineda, Cobb, back set, Soyud. And that sails outside for the Chargers.
Great intention from Soy to target the end line. Kasi yung mga baon, kayang-kayang pwestuhan So far at least in this game, nakukuha nila yung mga malalakas talking about the Angels defense. But that last hit is going to be overcooked by Soyod as she gives a chance ball here.
Cheng to Buitre.
No calls from the referees.
There's a challenge by Akari. Block touch challenge. Because Jorge.
This is also a very tricky challenge. Kasi minsan yung dating not over for us in volleyball, minsan naging considered na siya di ba? Kapag china-challenge. Dahil konting touch lang, kahit majority touch ay sa net, potentially could be the point of the other team. So let's see how this challenge ends up.
There is indeed a block touch. Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Jorge, giving Petro Gazz the point. Maizo Pontillas at the service line. Targeting Hazareno. Cobb to Raagas off the hands of Cheng.
Erica Raagas powering through. Look at that. Ganda ng timing at tapat ni Cheng doon, but her left arm medyo nakabuka and may distance from the net, and Erica Raagas is maximizing that gap.
Fifi Sharma now serving for Akari. Good serve. Cheng will set this one up to Buitre, who pushes it and gets the point for Petro Gazz in that sequence.
Marian Buitre really stepping up in this game. I mean, you know, she came in prepared in this game today. Usually you would see Remy Palma on the floor. And right now, you really see how deep the bench of Petro Gazz is.
Tiamzon will chase. Free ball for the Chargers. Hazareno, Cobb, goes to Raagas. Ball is still alive. Nisperos gets that one. Back set to Soyud. And smartly finds a way to score with an off-speed hit.
Again, you have to be smart when you're trying to attack against the Petro Gazz defense. Dahil sabi nga natin, yung malalakas na atake, kaya nilang pwesto-pwestohan. Because the players on the floor right now are very known good defenders. Talking about Dang Aisa, she's won a Best Digger Award. At some point in her career, ito namang si Soltones, of course, kilala din natin yan as a very good floor defender. So nakita natin ang dami nilang mga coverage or even mga depensa from quick reflexes na naka-counter-attack nila.
Buitre running to get that point for Petro Gazz.
Gotta love the transition play. Buitre getting the free ball and also taking care of the running attack. She now braces herself to serve. They are down by 4 points.
Good serve by Buitre. Hazareno to Santiago Manabat, who has been hot in this set. Cheng to Soltones. And she is rejected by Raagas.
We see how much Raagas wants to get this second set. Makikita mo sa mga reactions niya and her body language how much really want to work hard for this.
Erica Raagas playing with so much confidence for Coach Jorge and the Chargers ever since she's been given that playing time that she deserves, as Soltones is rejected.
#1 blocking team in the league, just doing what they do best. Blocking and reading this combination play well. Faith Esperos, number 10 in that department, scoring a point against Benzel Soltones.
Raagas with the serve. Cheng will go to Galdones. Ball is still alive. What coverage from the Chargers. Cheng to the running Galdones.
So these middle attacks, especially the running hits, are what's been doing it for the Petro Gazz Angels. It's been what's setting them apart. Kasi so far, kung wings ang labanan, kayang magtapatan ng wings ng Akari at nitong Petro Gazz. But so far, yung middles na mga atake, may advantage yung Petro Gazz right now.
And speaking of wing attackers, Santiago Manabat gets that point for the Akari Chargers.
23-17.
10 points now for Dindin, all in the second set alone. Ezra Madrigal serving for the Chargers. 2 points away from taking set number 2 and tying this game up at 1 set apiece. Cheng, back set to Soltones. Pontillas to Soltones again. Raagas was there to defend. Manabat with the spike and the score for the Chargers.
Santiago Manabat
Manaba doing it all for the Akari Chargers. Some point in the PVL, I believe she tallied 36 points in a game. And I think if she continues to play the way she plays here in the second set, she's capable of doing that again.
Maizo Puntillas trying to score, but unfortunately that sails outside after it hits the net. And with that error, Akari ties this game up at 1 set apiece thanks to that scoring outburst by Dindin Santiago. Manabat, they take set number 2, 25-17. After 2 sets, we are tied at 1 set apiece. First set went to the Petro Gazz Angels 25-18, while the Akari Chargers able to get set number 2, 25-17 to tie things up at 1. It was a better second set for the Akari Chargers as you look at the set number 2 highlights here on your screen. Mela, what went right for Akari in the second set?
Well, definitely yung atake nila, no? 6 lang noong first set, and that's very ironic because they have a lot of star spikers on their lineup. So I guess that first set, it was an eye-opener for their team, and you know, napag-usapan natin kanina yung leadership role ito ni Dindin Santiago Manabat. She did not disappoint. She scored 11 points in the second set alone. And you know, despite her carrying the load, andun pa rin yung sparks of support from her teammates. Just look at that. Super improved attacking from the Akari Chargers. They tripled their output from the first set. Meanwhile, nag-decrease naman yung output nitong Petro Gazz. Okay din na na-minimize ng Petro Gazz yung kanilang errors, but at the same time, not enough attack points to be at par with the improved performance of Akari Chargers in that second set. And yung blockings also made a difference. These are just the kill blocks that you see on your screens, but they had a lot of block touches as well against the Angels and really intimidated some of their spikers, leading Jonas Abete to be benched in the second set. But Nicole Tiamzon, she also had some highlights from that second set, really stepping up for the Petro Gazz Angels. So now let's see which mix of players Coach Timmy will field in. So far, Remy Palma still not on the court for the Angels. Meanwhile, on the side of Akari, Coach Jorge very consistent with his starters right now.
And before we start the third set, download the Pilipinas Live app and get free 7-day premium access. Enjoy the PVL along with highlights, updates, and original programs. Once again, that is the Pilipinas Live app. Get your 7-day premium trial right now. Erica Raagas will start things off for the Akari Chargers here in the third set. She's at the service line right now. Soltones, good reception to Cheng as Pontilla starts off the scoring for the Angels. Casey Galdones now up to serve for Petro Gazz. Galdones has 2 points, targeting Hazareno. Maraginot back set to Santiago Manabat. Soltones will give this to Pontillas. Another back set from Maraginot. Pontillas. Oh, the Akari Chargers clamoring for a double contact there as Faith Nisperos is checked at the net.
Well, unfortunately, wala tayong challenge for double contact, but the blockers of the Petro Gazz Angels making sure they get that point.
You saw Coach Jorge bend back after that set by Pontillas, but nonetheless, Petro Gazz still able to get that point. Nisperos back-to-back blocks at the net.
This is the adjustment na alam natin yung Petro Gazz very capable of pulling off dahil as the veteran team, it doesn't matter minsan kung sino ba yung lamang sa paper eh. Talagang it's the in-game adjustments that do it for teams.
Maraginot will force Hazareno to send this one over. Pontillas pushes it. Jaja keeps the ball up. Santiago Manabat is rejected again.
3 block points for the Petro Gazz Angels. And the Angels just giving Akari a taste of their own medicine. Kanina pa sila block party over the Angels, and right now that's what they're using against Petro Gazz.
Santiago Manabat down the line. They have to send this one over. And that is a violation of Faith Nisperos, illegal back row attack for number 17.
She's apologizing to Coach Jorge.
Akari in set number 2 had 3 kill blocks the entire set. Petro Gazz already with 3, and we are only in the 5th point of the match. Make that 4 for Petro Gazz.
4 block points of the 6 tallied by Petro Gazz here in the third set. This deserves a second block, single man block. Marian Buitre, hindi pa siya nakakaland. Alam niya ng puntos yon, and Akari is gonna call an early timeout here as they are down by 6 points.
Before, I just talked to her. Go there.
Angat ang laban sa pinakabagong sports app na Pilipinas Live. Mapapanood ang PBA Season 48 live in high definition and on demand on any device. Available worldwide, so download and register now for free. Mela, in that previous timeout, Coach Jorge having a one-on-one conversation with Jaja Maraginot, trying to calm his setter down. Yes, Petro Gazz already with 4 kill blocks so far. Manabat will send this one over. Checked at the net. Raagas from the back row. Cheng will set this one to Tiamzon. Underhand set to Nisperos. 5 block points for Petro Gazz. It's a 7-0 run for Petro Gazz. Let's listen in to Kyla on this report on the Angels.
You know what, Miguel and Mela, coming in today's game, Coach Timmy actually had a 4-point reminder for the Angels, with number 1 being start right, 2 have a sense of urgency, 3 display teamwork, and 4 be accountable. However, it was evident in the previous set how the Angels were unable to do the cardinal reminder. Kaya naman siguro nakikita na bumabawi sila ngayon. Kanina nakahabol, dumikit, pero hindi kinaya. Kaya ngayon, they are definitely starting right. And so in this third set, let's see if the Angels can take away the Chargers spark and get their groove back. Download the Pilipinas Live app and get a free 7-day premium access. Enjoy live and on-demand PVL along with highlights, updates, and original programs. Now back to you, Miguel and Mela.
Thank you for that report, Kyla. Akari able to score their first points off the set.
I have no words for Pontillas. I mean, nakatapat sa kanya yung blocker, pero kayang-kaya niyang manipis. Nailusot pa rin yung bola na yon. Of course, always gonna be easy for her, lalo na kapag isa lang yung blocker. But talk about, we've been mentioning about the blockers, but talk about Marian Guitre. 5 kill blocks already in set number 3 alone. And so far, the trend na nangyayari dito in this matchup, kung sino yung nakakalamang sa unang part ng set, they maintain that and they take the set. So tingnan natin if Akari could keep up and tie things off here in the third.
Coach Jorge already putting Michelle Cobb in the match as Faith Despero scores for Akari, trying to mix up their offense.
Siguro to some volleyball fans, no? Sabi nila, sunod-sunod yung block points. Ay, yung spiker yan, but it's not always the case. That's why in the coach's perspective, nababasa yung mga spikers mo kahit kanino ibigay. We need a change in tempo. That's why Cobb was fielded in the game and they get the first point in this set. Second, rather.
Buitre getting it done on defense and on offense after that running attack. As look at here on your replay, connecting with Cheng, challenging that Nesperos block. Too much for the Chargers.
Just a recap of Buitre's career through the years. Talagang she emerges as a magic bunot for any team she plays for dahil talagang she's a very potent attacker and a good blocker, but now that she's getting the full minutes, she makes big impact for the Petro Gazz Angels. And look at the confidence that she displays. Good character from Marian Buitre as she matures with Petro Gazz.
Cheng to Sultones, and this time it's Akari's turn to shut the door on the Angels.
Michelle Cobb, I think it was Michelle Cobb who got that block. So look at that. I guess the intention of Gretzel Sultones is to target a smaller blocker. Of course, if you're choosing between Sharma or Cobb, kay Cobb mo papadaanin. But we know that, you know, Cobb has also been a good blocker dahil she knows what to expect, eh, diba? Sa kanya papadaanin, and so she doubled down on her attacks. But look at Michelle Cobb. Clearly a game changer in the third set. They were down by as big as 8 points right before she came in, but now they are at 5 points, really maximizing her attackers. And look how vocal she is. Very fitting of that captainship.
It's a 5-2 run for Akari as Nesperos is up to serve for the Chargers. Cheng to Sultones off the hands of Cobb and Sharma. Cobb to Santiago Manabat.
Well, she's part of the poll, guys. So if you want to vote for Michelle Cobb and her leadership role being in full display here in the third set, you can vote for her at our Pilipinas live poll right below our stream dahil din Santiago Manabat and Michelle Cobb clearly game changers at their own right. Manabat during the second set and right now here in the third set, Michelle Cobb, but that last attempt is going to be called out as the players want to try to attempt and call for a challenge, signaling their coaches. But the coaches aren't going to risk it. They're going to save their challenge for later.
Buitre now serving for Petro Gazz. Cobb underhand set to Raagas over Cheng and Galdones. Galdones will send us onto the other side. Manabat from the back row. Good up by Buitre. Cobb to Raagas. And she finds a way to score for Akari.
All the spikers from Akari right now just responding to whatever sets Michelle Cobb gives them. This is the kind of impact that she has over her teammates, bringing the best out from everyone right now. I believe she set up everyone since she got inside the court and cutting the lead from 8 to just 3. They are down by 3 points, 7 to 10. Petro Gazz still at the lead.
Cheng goes to Soltones. Cobb goes back to Raagas. And back-to-back points for Erica.
Great decision by Michelle Cobb to set up Raagas. Pahabol pa lang si Galdones. There was a gap between Cheng and Galdones. And itong si Raagas hit that ball high, getting that point off the block.
Fifi Sharma serving for Akari, who is in a 6-1 run. It's now just a 2-point lead for the Angels. Cheng to Galdones. Good coverage. Soltones will send this to the other side. And we'll try again on offense. Cross court is too wide.
A triple man block put up against Soltones. Di bitaw itong si Raagas dun sa last attempt. And so Soltones targeted the cross court, but it was overcooked and it sailed out. And now Akari is just down by 1 point. The disappointment of Coach Demi from Petro Gazz. But we have to remember, to those of you just tuned in, we did discuss the standings in our pregame. This is essentially a knockout match between Akari and Petro Gazz, and that is why they are playing this way. We are now tied at 10 points here in the third set.
Agas rejecting Galdones in that sequence.
Going back to our situation no, sa ating standings. Kanina, Signal 1 and 3 sets over the next lead. So they are currently ranked number 4. But you know, all the teams still have remaining games. And so both Petro Gazz and Akari still have chances, but it would depend on the games of the teams above them. So now they're trying to play and control what they can, which is to win this game.
Mela, you're talking about the standings. Ngayong conference, importante to dahil our semis format will be 1-4, 2-3. And so far, yung battle for that fourth position, you have basically 4 teams remaining.
For sure. And at number 5 now, we have a triple tie among Petro Gazz, Akari, and PLDT.
This will be an exciting end to the second All-Filipino Conference indeed. Pontillas. Coach Jorge trying to get into the action. Unfortunately, that's not allowed. That means that's a point for Petro Gazz. They hold a 13-10 lead as we head into this technical timeout in set number 3. Boost your watch list this November with Signal's Quick Boost. Enjoy more channels with no extra fees. Just load your prepaid box with loads 300 to 600 or pay your postpaid bill. Miguel de Guzman together with my partner Mela Tunay and Kyla Castillo, and for our Pilipinas Live app poll question for today, whose leadership will make the biggest impact today? Apat ang choices natin: Mitch Cobb, Dindin Santiago Manabat, Chi Saet, Gretchen Soltones. Mela, poll results on your screens right now.
Well, we got the highest vote for Gretchen Soltones. As we know, talagang isa siya sa mga top scorers in the league, as well as Dindin Manabat. So those two top scorers for their teams respectively got the top votes on our poll results. But right now, on the side of, just look at that matchup, diba? Premier matchup din talaga. Dindin Manabat and Gretchen Soltones, both with 12 attack points apiece. They're very close in the scoring department, 6 and 7. And so far yung support, yun yung nagiging crucial, which we also mentioned in the pre-game. So Jonas Abete out now, and it's Tiamzon who's been filling up her slot. But on the side of Akari, yung dalawang options natin dun sa poll, sila yung nagpapalitan with the leadership impact na second set. It was really Manabat who made the difference, and right now Michelle Cobb staying with longer minutes on the floor over Jaja Maraguinot.
4 excellent sets for Michelle Cobb so far, but it's her playmaking here in the third set that kept them back here in the match after Petro Gazz started with an 8-1 run against Akari. Gretchen Soltones is now serving for the Angels. 12 points so far. Raagas off the hands of the blockers. Already with 8 points, 5 in the set so far.
Clearly, itong si Erica Raagas also joining the options for players who make a big impact. We didn't feel much of her presence during the early sets. But now, just like Marian Buiter scored the 5 kill blocks in one rotation, kayang-kaya to make a difference in a short span of time. But the Petro Gazz Angels continue to take the lead, 15-12. Take a look at that again. Soltones active to react for that regalo, and Madrigal will have a net violation.
Galdones now serving 15-12. Manabat Santiago says 15-13 this time.
No libero on the floor. Easy point for Dindin Santiago Manabat. But you know, even when Barbon was guarding down the line, she confidently targets that area, and is very highly efficient in that angle too, whenever she takes it.
Full front line for the Chargers. They have Nisperos, Sharma, and Manabat. And just like that, Faith scores for the Chargers.
Faith Nisperos taking matters into her own hands. Inunahan niya na ng balik yung bola na yon, kahit na kayang i-free ball at mag-play sila. Kailangan manigurado na at this point because it is a tight third set. Sabi nga natin yung trend kasi, pag malaki yung lamang mo at umaabante ka sa early part ng set, you usually take the win by the end of that set. Pero ngayon, Akari really putting in the effort to catch up, and they managed to do that after having been down by such a big amount of points.
Maizo Pontilla scoring cross-court in that sequence. She's now up to serve for Petro Gazz. 2-point lead for the Angels. Back set to Manabat. And she gets the point back for Akari.
And this is one thing I love about how Dindin developed into this very holistic player. Dati kasi kilala siya, okay, Dindin Santiago Manabat, star spiker, powerful spiker. But now the angles really improved the variety as well. Really maximizing her potential.
Fifi, Sharma with a quick attack. Now, Mela, going back to your point about Dindin Santiago Manabat, I think two players, or the players that are benefiting the most with her presence here in the Akari Chargers are sila Faith Esperos, Erica Raagas. Just imagine that veteran presence guiding these talented offensive players in the Akari Chargers team.
Yeah, for sure. And it's very interesting to see the mix of characters also. Of course, Sharma, as you know, very animated player and very, her emotions every time she scores points, makikita mo talaga, and it's very infectious. And earlier, we saw her with an emphatic spike. So very crucial din talaga yung middle game in this matchup dahil sila Buitre has been scoring a lot for Petro Gazz. So kailangan sumabay dyan ng Akari Chargers. But Esperos also clearly struggling in the third set. She did well in the first two sets. But now, since sa kanya kasi nagsimula yung streak of kill blocks ng Petro Gazz, definitely it affected her confidence.
Cobb to Sharma again, but Tiamzon was there to cover. That will not cross to the other side. Point goes to the Chargers.
Look at Michelle Cobb. Really calming everyone. Minsan kasi a lot of emotions are in the game. Hindi mo na magawa ng tama yung ginagawa mo kasi nakaka-overwhelm. So what a great leader Michelle Cobb is. Really making sure she calms everybody down so they could play lightly.
Cobb also activating everyone in the Akari Chargers team. Lahat sila nakascore na ngayong third set. As Buitre runs and guns and scores for Petro Gazz.
Marian Buitre showing us she knows what she's doing. Kanina, baon na baon yung kanyang mga running hits kapag si Madrigal yung dumidepensa, but now she acknowledged it was Bang Pineda. Was very capable of digging those hard-pounded balls. So tinarget niya naman long ball.
This reception from Raagas. Ball is still alive. Good hustle from Hazareno. Cheng will go to Soltones, and that sails outside.
And the effort of Justin Nazareno, Faith Nisperos, and Co pays off for them because they get that point, getting the applause from the crowd.
Watch this replay again, Hazareno. Talagang binigay na niya yung lahat para lang mabuhay yung bola. Kaya naman the fans here, regardless if they're wearing pink or red, cheering on the effort from the libero of the Akari Chargers.
That's how they were raised in Lasal. We see Don Macandili Gatindig doing that a lot as well in the past. Now Hazareno living up to their legacy as Lasal liberos. Such talented players.
Speaking of Don Macandili Katindig, the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers will be playing in the next game after this match. Gretchen Soltones able to find a way to score in that sequence. Cheng is now up to serve for Petro Gazz.
At this point, both teams are in it to win it dahil hindi na nila hinayaan lumamang ng malalaking puntos yung kanilang kalaban. And that is why this is just a 2-point cushion.
Good set from Cobb. With better defense from Petro Gazz. And that defense turns into offense as Maizo Pantillas scores on that down-the-line hit.
Ng Aiza. Just look at that. Hindi rin siya yung klase ng player na aatras para makakuha ng sobrang gandang buwelo. He just really has high ball control, whether in defense or attacks.
Good set from Cobb. Tiamzon will send this one over. Michelle, 1-2 play! Ball is still alive. What a save from Barbon. 1-2 play again, but Cheng was there. Baby Love to Aiza Maizo Pontillas. And that hits the hands of the Akari Chargers, giving Petro Gazz the point. game of runs indeed. Akari able to cut this lead down to 1. Now, Petro Gazz is up 4 again as Coach Jorge is going to make a substitution. Trisha Genesis will enter the match for Faith Nesperos. 4-0 run for Petro Gazz here in the 3rd set. Janelle Cheng with a serve. Barbon, Cheng, back set to Pontillas. Check by Raagas. Pontillas again, second chance. Won't work this time. Cobb will send this one over. Soltones challenging Baleton and Cobb through the block. Puts them 2 points away from taking set number 3. Look at that replay again.
Rachel Soltones showing up when it matters the most. Kanina nung first set, sunod-sunod siya yung pumupuntos. Carrying majority of the load and then medyo naging on and off nung second set. But right now, scoring some of the important points as din Santiago Manabat. So, gonna get that attack point. Or sorry, Petro Gazz gonna get that point, but Akari coaching staff is gonna challenge that ball.
Receiving 2, I told you, receiving 2. And don't touch the ball, she don't receive, don't touch the ball now, okay? That's what you need.
Footage on your screens.
Clearly, it landed right on the sideline. Great target by Dindin Manabat.
Challenge is successful.
Successful challenge for Akari. Michelle Cobb is now up to serve for the Chargers. The
4
team,
points lead by Petro Gazz.
team captain with a good serve. Janelle Cheng to Maiso Pontillas, who has checked at the net.
Well, Nang Eyes, I don't think that's her strongest strongest shoot yung manggagaling siya sa open. But there are a lot of plays she could do from the opposite side. May back quick, C-sets. But of course, in her heyday, she could just spike from anywhere.
Speaking of game changer, Mela, Michelle Cobb with the service ace for the Akari Chargers.
You gotta love the reaction right after. Look at that. Landed right on the end line. Definitely leading the team to greater heights as Michelle Cobb.
Kailangan lang natin one good pass na Ate Chengs, yung block nila, nagsasag na lahat dito sa gitna, okay? So, pwede natin layo natin ng konti. Ihabol mo dun sa gumagalaw na block yung set mo, okay? Let's go.
Sige lang.
Get access to the second All-Filipino conference of the Premier Volleyball League live and in high definition on One Sports Plus. Plus more premium channels for the whole family when you switch to Signal Postpaid. Subscribe to Plan 520 and enjoy 3 free months with no cash out. Call 88555 or visit your nearest Signal dealer. Coach Tai Bundit in attendance today, watching this match between the Akari Chargers and Petro Gazz Angels. And prior to that, saw on your screens, Mozy Ravena, team manager of the Akari Chargers, in attendance today in support of her team. Soltones finds a hole and puts Petro Gazz at set point. 24-21 now.
Did mention Rachel Soltones scoring the all-important points. Dahil itong Akari was actually making a run after that Cobb and Dindin point.
Cobb to Manabat. Cheng to Tiamzon.
Sel Baliton. An emphatic and all-important kill block. Height is might for Akari. Blocking. Well, second set magic bunot for the Petro Gazz Angels. And now look at that front line again. Baliton, Manabat, and Nisperos. A very tall front line, but Akari Agas is gonna give away this service, giving Petro Gazz the third set. They are now up by 2-1 against Akari. You're still watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Download the Pilipinas Live and get free 7-day premium access. Enjoy PVL along with highlights, updates, and original programs. And we did mention about enjoying the games. Tingnan nyo naman, talagang roller coaster match between these two teams. Kept mentioning how they are tied at number 5 in the standings along with PLDT. At ganitong ka-close yung laban, palitan ng panalo. But of course, Petro Gazz getting the advantage in the 2 sets over the 1-set win of the Akari Chargers. And it was clearly a very tight third set compared to the first 2 sets. Kung saan yung naging trend ay yung kung sino yung mas lumang sa una, sila yung nagkukuha ng panalo. But Akari had that very good run to stay close to Petro Gazz. But in the end, it was the Angels who really took over that third set win. At makikita naman natin yung atake, bumalanse din. Kanina, yan din yung naging trend and factor kung sino yung nananalo, sila yung lamang sa atake. But look at the block points of Petro Gazz, 5 compared to 4. Mataas pa rin yung 4 ng Akari, but those 5 kill blocks of Petro Gazz definitely intimidated the spikers of Akari Chargers. That is why na-notice natin how merong ilang sa pag-atake nitong ni Faith Nisperos. Siya rin yung nasample lang talaga ng streak of block points na yun nila Buitre. But we gotta commend all the players from the Petro Gazz side really contributing. We see Soltones, Maizo Pontillas, and itong si Nicole Tiamzon. And syempre si Buitre nga na naging napakalaki ng impact ng that third set win. And currently we have 3 players in double digits for the Petro Gazz Angels. On the side of the Akari, it's only Dindin, the lone double-digit scorer, followed by Akari Agas with 9 points already.
Now we are in set number 4. Coach Jorge starting with Cobb after that game-changing substitution in the third set. But of course, you talked about the 5 blocks of the Petro Gazz Angels, all coming from Marian Buitre. Galdones is checked at the net. Tiamzon is rejected by the Chargers.
Look at the fire in Baliton's eyes. Getting a kill block right before, right when she entered in the third set. And now another kill block to start things off here in the fourth.
Rosel Baliton now serving for the Akari Chargers.
Serving for the Chargers.
That's a good serve. Targeting Sultones. Cheng to Maizo Pontillas. Checked at the net. Cobb to Santiago Manabat. But Barbon was there. Tiamzon scoring and finding a way
Medyo nakakalito rin talaga yon for Erica Raagas because Rosel Baliton was the right spot where the ball landed. But I guess being a middle, they're really used na medyo tinatakpan sila sa depensa. So that was a miscue on the side of Akari. You're tied at 1 point each here in the fourth.
Cheng to Tiamzon, who is checked at the net. I love that reaction from Fifi. That's now 2 kill blocks for the Akari Chargers.
And again, if Petro Gazz had the, I think in their 5 or 6 points kanina, 5 doon, streak of block points. And right now, it's back-to-back kill block for Akari as well.
Cheng to Buitre. This time on offense for Petro Gazz.
Marian Buitre just playing the her game of the conference right now against Akari. Really a lot of firepower from offense to net defense. I believe she also got an ace earlier. Ooh. No blocker to guard Fifi Sharma, and you know what happens if she's open. Free spiking session courtesy of Fifi Sharma. Great connection as well with Michelle Cobb.
Faith Desperos now serving for Akari. Bourbon. Cheng 1-2 play. Sharma able to keep the ball up. Santiago Manabat, good save from Bourbon. Tiamzon is checked at the net. Soltones from the back row. She pushes it to Cobb. Pineda underhand set to Santiago Manabat. And the ball is still up. Unfortunately, Petro Gazz unable to send this one to the other side, giving Akari the point.
Again, the reflexes of the Angels are really commendable, but not enough to save this defense by Tyson Portillas. And that point is going to go under the many points of Dindin Santiago Manabat today. They're at the lead, 2 points here in the fourth frame.
Faith Nesperos at the service line. Jump serve. Cheng will set this one up to Tiamzon. Over the outstretched arms of the Akari blockers. Free ball, Petro Gazz. Buitre. Too much. Point for Petro Gazz.
Carahagas not gonna deny that call. Marian Buitre is gonna score up another running hit. And so far, it's been the same target. It's always been down the line for that Marian Buitre runner. Why change something that's not broken? It's been very efficient for her and the Angels. Pero ito mabibitin sa talon si Fifi Sharma.
Game is now tied at 4 here in the fourth set. Kyla Castillo, what's your report for us?
Tough, the tough has to get going, and tough is what Faith Nesperos is. Despite feeling under the weather due to her sore throat and medyo ngongo pa nga raw kanina, she decided to show up and also step up for the Chargers. In her words, kahit slim pa yung chance, pa-semis, nakakapit kami ng mahigpit. Faith recognizes her teammates' individual skills and talents, and now all she wishes is for those to jive and sabay-sabay mag-work sa court. This report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch it via the PilipinasLive.com and experience PVL games live anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to you, Miguel and Mela.
Thank you for that report, Kyla. Fifi Sharma up to serve. 7 points now for the middle blocker from Lasal. Buitre with another point for Petro Gazz off the hands of Raagas.
Ganda yung kagandahan when you have Buitre in the front line. Kasi she also played opposite at some point in her career. So a lot of plays could be done when she's in the front line and she delivers regardless of the sets. Very good game for Buitre today.
Buitre now the leading scorer for Petro Gazz with 16 points, followed by Soltones with 15. Santiago Manabat adding to her tally, 16 points for her as well. Mitch Cobb now at the service line for Akari. They lead 6-5. See on your screens the next led Chameleons supporting the sister team Akari Chargers in this match.
They did play earlier today against Signal, which they lost in 3 straight sets. So now, since they're out of contention from the Final Four, nagsusupport na lang sila dito sa Akari. As we see some of the F2 girls as well. They play right after this match between Petro Gazz and Akari. They will go up against the Cherry Tigers, also on a roll right now. Hoping to end their... well, F2 hoping to end the winning streak of Cherry Tigo.
Of course, a win by the Cherry Tigo crossovers will assure them of a semi-seat here in the second All-Filipino Conference.
The third, no? The third semis.
Third, rather. Sorry.
Spot. As the first and second is already secured. Already secured by Dreamline and Choco Mucho. Signal currently sitting on the fourth spot. But it doesn't mean na out of contention na itong dalawang team na to. So we see the leading scorers, 18 points for Manabat, 16 for Buitre, makes that 19 points for Manabat. Again, that down the line area has been very effective for her. Take a look at that as she spikes it towards Baby Bourbon. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, kahit yung middle yung dumidepensa doon o yung libero, doesn't matter to Dindin. That's what she's where she's directing her attacks.
3-point there from Baliton. Ties the game up at 8. We're mentioning the semi-seats up for grabs, and for these two teams, kaya importante itong larong to is to give them a chance. You know, crazy things have happened here in the PVL, so racking up wins will definitely help their cause to enter the Final Four. Though harder, not yet impossible. Point for the Petro Gazz Angels. 9-8. Casey Galdones now serving for Petro Gazz.
Gotta love the effort of Michelle Cobb going all the way to the other side just to try to save that ball. Because every point matters at this point. Tingnan nyo naman, 9-8. And Akari hoping to force Petro Gazz into a 5th setter.
Tiamzon adjusts, but unfortunately blocked by Santiago Manabat at the net in that sequence. Game is now tied at 9. Dindin serving, targeting Sultones. Maizo Puntillas will send this one over. Free ball, Akari, Cobb, chooses Sharma. Checked at the net. Nisperos this time, cross court. Read well by Bourbon. Ball is up. This will be a free ball. Petro Gazz. Let's see who Cheng will choose. Of course, she goes to the veteran, and the veteran converts for Petro Gazz.
What an angle. We're not even surprised anymore. We're just in awe. What a deep cross-court shot by Aiza Maizo Puntillas. You know, one common feedback from the players. Alam naman nila kung saan pupunta si Puntillas, pero they can't seem to guard that area. Speaking of being unable to guard, itong depensa ng Akari, hindi makakapwesto dito sa target ni Nicole Tiamzon. Just look at that, very simple attack. But it does it for Tiamzon and the rest of the Petro Gazz Angels. They are now at a lead at 2 points.
Good reception. Sharma with the attack. Sultones was there. Tiamzon cross court. Hazareno with the dig. Santiago Manabat. Cobb to Nisperos. Long rally. Cheng will set this one up to Sultones. Good coverage by Nisperos. Free ball. Petro Gazz. Cheng 1-2 play. And look who dove for that ball. Unfortunately, unable to send it to the other side. Point goes to Petro Gazz.
I am pretty sure Janelle Cheng has a set of extra eyes. Dahil she recognized na si Dindin, who was supposed to guard the second ball drops. Nag-scramble pa dun sa gilid after getting that last ball across.
Cobb 1-2 play.
Michelle Cobb with a 1-2 play of her own, but not gonna do it for them. Let's see.
Pontillas will set up Tiamzon. Challenging the blockers. Ball is still alive. Running Buitre. Scoring Buitre.
We mentioned how she kept going down the line throughout the game, but it doesn't mean that's all she could do. As she takes the Petro Gazz to the technical timeout after that cross-court runner.
Watch the PBA 3x3 second conference this year every Monday and Tuesday only on One Sports, PBA Rush, and Pilipinas Live. PBA 3x3, lakas ng tatlo. After that technical timeout here in set number 4, Petro Gazz Angels up 13-9 against the Akari Chargers. For Akari, the remaining game will be against the defending champions, the Creamline Cool Smashers, on Thursday, November 30. Meanwhile, they have to take care of this game first to keep their Final Four hopes alive. Coach Timmy Santos and the Petro Gazz Angels, on the other hand, will be going up against the PLDT High-Speed Hitters on Tuesday, December 5. Only here in the second All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League. Aiza Maizo Pontillas with the serve. Cobb sets it to Nisperos off the hands of Cheng. Cheng to Tiamzon. Rejected, but good coverage from Borbon. From the back row, Soltones. Nisperos, what an attack from Faith.
Faith Nisperos regaining her confidence after being blocked multiple times in the third set. This time around, she goes over the blockers with high contact on that very strong spike.
Faith with 9. Raagas with 9. Santiago Manabat with 19. Scoring is Buitre again, who under her name also has 19 points for the Petro Gazz Angels. Let's look at that replay again.
Not even noticing that Remy Palma is not inside the court because, you know, Marian Buitre playing like an experienced veteran right now against Akari.
Raagas with the push. Good save from Maizo Pontillas. Soltones will send this one over to the other side. Santiago Manabat from the back row, and good.
You know what, I don't always see ng Aiza go for the time. Usually kapag hindi niya abot, babawi na lang siya sa ibang bagay. But that defense will not pay off for the Angels as Lindy Santiago Manabat gets another point under her belt. Is that her 20th already? 20th point for Santiago Manabat, playing big time as always for the Akari Chargers.
Fifi Sharma now serving for Akari. 14-11. Good serve. Soltones challenging the blockers. Unfortunately, that goes outside. Masyadong iniwas. Parents of Fifi Sharma, Carlo Sharma, of course, also played professionally in the PBA. It runs in the blood. Kita mo naman yung tangkad ni Fifi, di ba?
In the build and athleticism.
Exactly.
Clearly. from the genes. And syempre, with 99% hard work, 1% genes.
And there goes Soltones again.
Gretzel Soltones targeting the other side. It didn't work for her earlier. That's down the line attempt, but this time around targeting the long cross. A veteran beach volleyball player as well, knowing where to target her attacks.
Soltones already with 17 big points for Petro Gazz. Santiago Manabat. Ball is still alive. Good dig from Buitre. What a save from Hazareno. Raagas challenges the blockers and gets the point for Akari.
You know, Hazareno, every time she goes for those dives and defense, she makes it seem like she's diving to a mattress. Parang ang gaan-gaan talaga. And no hesitation. And it's gonna pay off for the Akari Chargers. They're trailing by 2 points, but clearly they're still at it here in the fourth set. And good news is, Manabat is in the front row, as well as the second top scorer in Erika Raagas.
Cheng sets it up to Soltones, who finds the line.
Combination play for Gretzel Soltones. Doesn't even need to be super strong, but volleyball, same point for all the attacks, whether you drop it, hit it strong. The most important thing is to know where to have it land.
Cobb to Santiago Manabat, cross court. Good up by Barbon. Soltones will send this one to the other side, but unfortunately, that's outside.
The players instructing the referee kung anong itatawag. But that was risky kasi syempre hanggat walang pito, dapat hindi tumitigil yung players. You see Coach Jorge screaming at Trisha Genesis, making her ready to come in for the sub.
Puntillas cross court. Pineda to Santiago Manabat. Lock out, point Akari.
This is the second time in this game that Dindin did that. Yung muntik nang kukunin pero yuyuko na lang para lang hindi siya tamaan. At makuha nila yung puntos na yon. And just like that, Akari is just down by 1 point as we see Trisha Genesis inside the court for Coach Jorge and ready to serve for the Chargers.
Trisha Genesis serving. Targeting Soltones. Cheng sets it up to Pontillas. And there is a net touch. Baliton looking at Nesperos, asking her if she touched the net. Coach Jorge wants to make sure, calls for a challenge.
Well, Baliton looking so confident that it wasn't her. So it's either it was Faith Nesperos or, you know, both these players are wearing arm sleeves. So baka hindi nila naramdaman or baka buhok nila. But nonetheless, the referee and Nang Aiza are very sure na meron. But let's see and confirm with this net fall challenge by the Akari Chargers.
Hey guys from position 6 and 1, attention, they're using too much in this side. Take the space and the ball there. They just putting the ball for this side. So even if you don't block there, you have to move here. The ball don't come for us. Move, move. Okay, nice, good. Back there.
There is indeed a net touch call. So that's the right call. The challenge is unsuccessful. It gives Petro Gazz the point. Gretzel Soltones now serving for Petro Gazz. Targeting Nesperos. Cobb will go to Santiago Manabat again.
Din Santiago Manabat just doing what she does best, being a scoring machine for the Akari Chargers. And to those of you who just tuned in, we want to remind everyone the importance of this game for both these teams. This is a knockout game for the Final Four contention. And whoever loses this game will eliminate their chances for the Final Four.
Pontillas cross-court, Genesis. What a dig. Free ball, Petro Gazz. Janelle Cheng will go to Pontillas. Cobb with a good dig. Free ball number 2 Cheng to Tiamzon this time. Check that the net. Cobb to Nesperos. Barbon, tinayuan lang siya. Soltones from the back row. Cheng. Pontillas again, and this time finds the floor for Petro Gazz.
You gotta commend the efforts of the Akari Chargers. Genesis defending, Michelle Cobb defending, even itong si Faith Esperos bumangga din dito sa board natin dito. But Aiza Pontillas just knowing how to end that long rally with a very simple and well-placed attack. Truly, veteran moves work for Maiza Pontillas.
Nesperos scores for Akari, and you know what, Mela, I just want to point out, sinasabi natin, Hazareno, bigla na lang nawawala sa screen kasi dumadive. Pero what about the pwestuhan nitong si Barbon? Talagang nandun sa every powerful spike of the Chargers, able to read where the ball is going to go.
Very underrated player, talking about Bilang Barbon. And you know, in terms of experience, syempre lalamang yung mga ibang veteran na liberos natin, pero hindi siya mapag-iiwanan sa skill set. Speaking of veteran experience and skill set, you got Maiza Pontillas. Talagang her leadership role, she's not the most vocal, but definitely one of the best to lead by example.
17-19, Nesperos goes cross. Tiamzon was there. Tiamzon tries to attack this time. And what a hit from Tin Tiamzon. (20-17) in favor of Petro Gazz. Coach Jorge will be forced to call a timeout. Let's listen into their huddle.
Look, wait. They don't take a risk right now on the serve. They just putting the ball here on the side. So, you know why? They put it long so you don't get fast balls. So you prepare 1 step, 3 step, and throw the ball there. That's what you need. You don't need to do the double now, okay? Let the ball there, divide it almost into. It's okay. It's okay. Okay? Let them space.
Stop tayo ng serve nila! Stop tayo, side out!
Chums on there, huh? There's one. If you check there, two. There's only one in front. This here.
Okay.
Watch men's volleyball action this 2023 as the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference gets going every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app. Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. Pontillas with the serve. Cobb with the set. Manabat. Checked at the net. Cheng will go to Tiamzon, who's been the hot hand for Petro Gazz. Again, and this time she's blocked by Michelle Cobb.
Michelle Cobb, you gotta count her in kapag ka-blocking ang usapan, dahil it's not always about height for her. She did it with Lasal before. She would, you know, block and make the taller spikers silent because of those emphatic kill blocks. And even here in the PVL, she does that too. And the crucial, you know, time for her to tally those block points.
Pineda, what a dig. Chows at the net. Cheng will go to Buitre and finds a hole in the defense.
And Marian Buitre and Janelle Cheng really connecting well, dahil they know that Sharma is down. They are down one blocker in the middle. And very quick for Janelle Cheng to react and set it up to Buitre.
20 points now for Marian Buitre. Tin Tiamzon serving for Petro Gazz. Up 3 against Akari. Back set. Cobb. Manabat will send this one over. Cheng to Buitre, who is blocked at the net.
Finally, someone from the Akari Chargers able to stop that runner, because it's been very efficient for Marian Buitre all throughout the 4 sets that she played. So yan sa go-to place nila, at least in this game today. Erica Raagas with her in-game adjustments, single-handedly blocking Marian Buitre's runner.
5 block points now for Akari in this set. Buitre mixes it up and scores for Petro Gazz.
Marian Buitre definitely stepping up to get a leverage on the middle game against Akari Chargers. 22-19, they just need 3 more points to keep their Final Four hopes alive.
Buitre now serving for Petro Gazz. They are 3 points away. Cobb to Baliton. Raagas this time overcooks that one.
Costly error from Erica Raagas. They were trying to build a momentum, but that might just be, you know, the most crucial error this juncture.
21 points, 16 attacks, 4 blocks, 1 ace. Marian Buitre for Petro Gazz. Raagas straight to the net. And that points Petro Gazz at set point, match point for the Angels.
Marian Buitre serving for the match point. She's gonna give that ball away, but imagine scoring 21 points in this all-important game, being such a big support to the rest of the veterans here at the Petro Gazz Angels. A middle don't always get to do that.
Match.
Woke up on the right side of the bed today.
That's right. Match point now for Petro Gazz. Let's see who Cheng will unload. Goes to Soltones. Cobb was there. Manabat sends it over. Cheng this time. Soltones again. Up, up. Manabat to the other side.
Chance ball given. Let's see what they do with it.
Good defense from Akari. Raagas pushes it. Ball is still alive, and no, not anymore. Point goes to the Chargers.
And this is the kind of effect and impact that Maisa Pontillas have. Kapag siya nag-dive, imposibleng hindi hahabulin ng mga kasama niya yan. And it's a common, it's something that most of her teammates always say as well in interviews. But right now, Akari is trying to make a run here. They are down by 3 points. Petro Gazz at match point, but this is a very lethal front line for Michelle Cobb, who's serving right now. She's a known heavy server.
Is this the... No, not yet.
Like we said,
Heavy
Michelle
server.
Cobb, heavy server. And at some point in her DLSU playing years, I think nangyari din to yung nasa set point na yung kalaban, nanalo pa sila with her serves. But maninigurado ang Petro Gazz at tatawag ng timeout. Let's listen in.
Dahan-dahan, same lang ang gagawin natin. Okay? Isang magandang receive, isang magandang play. Okay? Ate Cheng, nakita mo, sumusugo dito. Di ba sabi sa'yo, kahit wag B3, di ba sabi sa'yo, pwede B, patrong 4 sa likod mo. Okay? Iwan. Kasi sabi sa'yo, kailangan mong iwanan. Okay? Sige, kailangan lang natin isang magandang receive. Okay? So.
Let's go! Simulan na sa pasta! Petro Gazz Angels!
24-22 Petro Gazz at match point against the Akari Chargers. Janelle Cheng on your screens right now, able to set up these plays, and her teammates Soltones in double digits, Pontillas in double digits, Buitre in double digits as well. Balanced offense for the Angels. Now it's in the hands of their team captain, Mitch Cobb, to extend this match. Galdones, Pineda with a dive. Cheng, 1-2 play, not yet. Manabat. 23-24, Akari.
Teamwork does it for the Akari Chargers. Just look at Bang Pineda's back-to-back defense. Very crucial for Dindin to get set up. And they deliver. Definitely, this is a teamwork kind of thing for the Akari Chargers. Imagine Michelle Cobb really loading up her serves.
Cobb with the serve, targeting Barbon. Soltones. Pineda was there. Captura Agas. Cheng. Soltones again. And she is rejected at the net. Game is tied. We are going for an extension here in the fourth set.
This is, after all, a knockout game for Akari and Petro Gazz. And look at the blockings of the Akari Chargers. #1 blocking team in the PVL right now, as we see Dindin Manabat's reaction after that block.
What a serve from Cobb. Regalo for Akari. Good coverage by Pontillas. Soltones with a hit. Pineda with a set. Manabat off the hands of Soltones and Galdones. And Akari now with the lead.
Set point for the Akari Chargers. Gotta love the impact of Bang Pineda on the floor as well. Setting up Dindin Santiago Manabat. It was a calm set na alam mong maganda yung pagkakahatid. And look at Dindin Santiago Manabat. She's really loving those sets. 3 straight points for her to rally the Chargers to set point.
Saet goes to Galdones and stops the bleeding for Petro Gazz.
Instant impact displayed by the veteran Chi Saet. Just knowing how to make the spikers shine at the most crucial juncture.
He is one of our choices as one of the leaders who will make an impact in this game.
Woo!
But the other choice, Santiago Manabat, scoring for the Chargers.
Baon na baon yung atake na yun ni Dindin. Kahit saan mo siya dalhin, opposite side, open side. Very capable to attack it well. But there will be a challenge called.
Oh, wait, Coach Timmy saying that he's retracting his challenge, Mela. So that awards the Chargers with the point.
I think both Coach Timmy and the first referee aligned that there will be no more challenge for that last sequence.
26-25.
Akari at set point, the top 2 scorers of Akari in the front line right now.
Pontillas to Soltones. Cobb will go to Manabat. And that sails outside.
The reaction of Dindin after that error.
The crowd here in the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig is alive. Everyone is cheering. Close game, 26-all, set number 4. Soltones serving for Petro Gazz. Cobb setting for Akari. Nesperos, not yet. Saet to Pontillas. What a dig by Michelle Cobb. Free ball, Petro Gazz. Saet. Pontillas gives them match point again.
Mais Pontillas, you know you could rely on her on these kinds of stretches. And the connection between her and Chi Saet. They know their role in the team. They are the veterans. They are expected to step up sa mga gantong dikitan at pitpitan na parte ng laro, and she delivers.
Cobb to Manabat, checked. Hazareno, good coverage. Nesperos with a push. Saet with a dive. Ball is still alive. The rookie ties the game again for Akari.
Kitang-kita yung block na yun ni Pontillas nakasalo, and Nesperos taking advantage. Coach Timmy ready to defend that ball, but it won't be allowed.
Our writers here in the PVL choosing the right people to feature. It's set number 4, 27-all. Cel Baleton serving for Akari. Good serve. Saet to Tiamzon.
Ooh, easy point. And this is really such a big Waterloo for the Akari Chargers. Pag wala either si Hazareno or Pineda sa loob, ang laki ng butas nila sa cross-court. And the spikers of Petro Gazz really acknowledge that they are very aware of who's inside, making their target game strong.
Cobb back set. Manabat is rejected. Ball is still up. Hazareno will send this one over. Saet will set this one. But there will be a miss set for Pontillas.
Was a bit too low for Maizu Pontillas. If that set went a bit higher, she has this trick na papaunahin niya yung blocker tapos ipapacheck niya without her jumping. But that was a bit too low and too tight for her. And now, Coach Horace gonna play height in the front line with Soyud inside the realm right now. Maraginot, fresh from the bench, expected to serve steadily here at this crucial part of the fourth set.
Good serve, targeting Sultones. Saet, underhand set. Pontillas straight to the hands of Sharma. Good up. Nisperos again. Saet. To Tiamzon, checked at the net. Saet, back set to Pontillas. To the rookie Nisperos.
Tempiatura was there. Ooh!
And the veteran gives them match point once again.
Maizu Pontillas really making the most out of her rotation in the front line. And again, kilala na siya ng mga players. Always going for the cross court, or at least majority of the times, but they can't seem to guard that very deep cross court hits from Maizu Pontillas. Here now at match point with her on the service line. And the Buitre, who's played her best game of the conference so far, is also in the front line. Pontillas throwing that service away. Exhaustion also a factor for Pontillas. They're now tied again at 29.
Faith Nisperos will serve with a game tied, targeting Tempiatura. Saet to Tiamzon. Pineda, good dig. Raagas challenging Saet, checked. Maraginot back set to Soyud, she adjusts. Free ball, Chargers. Jaja, Soyud, overcooks it.
Costly error by Ellie Soyud. Gotta love the transition game of Jaja Maraginot kasi pagod na pagod yung blockers ng Petro Gazz. Kaliwa kanan sinesetan niya. Opposite setting had been working well, but just the clippings became a problem from that Soyud execution.
Tiamzon with the serve. Sharma says not yet. 30 all here in set number 4.
Fifi Sharma staying alive and rallying the rest of the Akari Chargers with yet another powerful middle hit.
Fifi serving for Akari.
Fifi Sharma.
30 all, set 4. Straight to the net.
It's really the errors of the younger squad, Akari Chargers, over the veteran Petro Gazz squad. It's really been costing them those momentums that they built.
Buitre with one service ace in the game. Good serve.
Oh!
And the costly error, a colliding Maraginot and Soyud. Ends the match for Petro Gazz, and the Angels are still alive here in their hunt for the seat in the semifinals in the Premier Volleyball League. Let's take a look at that again. Reception by Nisperos. Collision ends the match.
Imagine this is one of the well-fought matches in the PVL, but it ended that way. Nonetheless, great efforts put up by both teams. Really gave a treat to the fans after that extended fourth set, and a much-deserved win by the Petro Gazz Angels.
After 4 sets, the Petro Gazz Angels improved their record to 6-4, 25-18, 25-17, 25-22. And that 32-34 set, definitely a lot of action here for both of the fans of these teams. And we would like to invite you to download the Pilipinas Live app and get free 7-day premium access. Enjoy the PVL along with highlights, updates, and original programs. Mela, itong game na to, ito yung mga sulit na subukan panoorin ulit sa ating Pilipinas Live app.
For sure, kaya naman i-download na nila yan, lalo na patuloy na gumaganda yung mga laro natin as the elimination round progresses. But ang ganda na naging performance ng Petro Gazz. Miguel, sino ba yung ating player of the game?
Let's find out. So now we're going to turn it over to Kyla, who's with our best player of the game. Kyla?
Yes, Miguel and Mela, I'm now with our best player of the game from the Petro Gazz Angels, Marian Buitre with 22 points. So, Marian, anong pakiramdam na buhay pa? May chance pa ang Angels para sa semifinals?
Siyempre, overwhelming and masaya, siyempre. Pupunta kami sa game nito with the mindset na no pressure. So, ayun. So, ayun. Masaya. Speechless.
Gaano ka-importante itong win na ito since ang next niyong kalaban ay PLDT para sa last game of the conference?
This game is do or die game. So, kailangan mapanalo namin yung remaining games namin. So, yun, may chance pa kami sa semi. So, sa lahat na sumusuporta sa Petro Gazz, maraming salamat nandito kayo lahat.
Alright, Marian, it's now your time to greet your families, friends. Go ahead.
Gusto mo nang batiin syempre yung parents ko na nandito and yung kuya ko na nandito. Sa Barangay Villavicencio, maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsuporta and sa mga sumusuporta sa Petro Gazz. Thank you for your undying support.
Alright, once again, that's Marian Buitre of the Petro Gazz Angels with 22 points. She's our best player of the game. Now back to you, Miguel and Mela.
Thank you for that, Kyla, and congratulations once again to the Petro Gazz Angels and their best player, Marian Buitre, who really stepped up for her team, keeping their Final Four hopes alive. Up next, we have the Cherry Tigo crossovers going up against the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. And on behalf of Mela Tunay, Kyla Castillo, and the rest of the crew, this has been Miguel de Guzman welcoming you to more volleyball action here in the Premier Volleyball League. Cherry Tigo, can they clinch their semi spot? Or can F2 Logistics stop their win streak at the moment? We'll find out. You're watching the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Ngayon, pakit na lang ako, charot. Pag na yun, nag-chismisan. Alam mo ba to? Ano yun? Suntokin kita yun. Yan. Ang clip, nakalimutan. Kinikilabutan ako. Tingnan mo, oh. Tumayo yung balahibo niya. Totoo nga kasi yung sinasabi ko. Thank you, Swish. Perfect.